straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz with this pink stuff.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, here's Barkley, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 34.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out right around the 39.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Jason Myers.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Nice throw here, right side. He holds it in. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Number 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
His throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 47.
Play action. Now Jackson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The tight end Gesicki, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 right at the 40. Jackson will throw again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
To return, it's McKinnon. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson over the middle here to Brown. 30, 20, 10. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
to Antonio Brown.
A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Jamal Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
At 14. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Flush to his right, and he connects with Vance McDonald. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right?
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. To return, it's McKinnon. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And that's caught inside the 45. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 48 yards. On first down, Watson. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
On the carry.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Brown. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. It's sort of the second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Buccaneers 28, Raiders 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tony Jefferson, and his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. The final shot before the break. Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 44 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Eluding the pressure right.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. For the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tony Jefferson. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle.
And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Raiders 21. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good yardage there on the scramble. And all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Play action. It's Jackson. And they will not can't get the connection there. It's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll drop this one down and mix it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
10 at the 24-yard.
From the gun, Jackson. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those times on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. Now, everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Raiders 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. To return, it's McKinnon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
They've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
No gain on the play.
They go play action now. Jackson.
At the Buccaneers, 16.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. To return, it's McKinnon. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll go to Barkley again.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Watson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Buccaneers.
From the 50, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
At the 22-yard line.
Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Third and...
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it.
It's caught inside the 25. He's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.